Hey, what's up? Matt Wyatt here, and Alabama had no trouble with Texas A&M, kind of the way we all thought. Now, it was a little closer there, the early part of the game. A&M for a few series hung in there, and they made a few plays, just not nearly as many as Alabama did. Let's take a look, a few plays from the game that tell the story, how Tua and the Tide are so doggone efficient.
First touchdown for Alabama, a little double move on the outside. I want you to see the shoulder fake here from this angle from the quarterback. Right there. If you go back and look, right as he plants that back foot, right here he's giving a little tiny little pump. You see that? Just a little bit of a nudge right there of his movement in the pocket to get forward real quick, just a slight shoulder fake to make a safety bite. Now from this angle you can't see it. And then he makes a throw in the back of the end zone. But now you can take a little bit of a look at this angle. There's a little bit of an in move before he gets back vertical. And that, again, is just to get this guy involved, get him a little forward to help your receiver get behind him. Otherwise, he's going to be covered. And that's what he does. If you, again, kind of go back and look right about here as he's making this move, and you're going to see that safety just stand still just for a second. Instead of flying out of there, he stands still, and that's enough to now allow the receiver to get on him and get by him. If he had turned and ran the whole way, he's got a great chance to cover him. But right here, and it's an excellent throw in that it's not a bad recovery at all by the safety, but because the ball is here, you're giving only your guy a chance. You're throwing him open. An underthrow could be batted away. Quarterback draw, 2nd and 5 for A&M, and the key block is running back Travion Williams leading in front on the linebacker. Now, because it's outside rush for everybody, you kind of create that natural lane. So it's a good play call, and it works out well. But again, the running back is the key block out in front of this quarterback draw. Gets him knocked down. I tell you, it could have been an injury also. If you go back and look at the contact, he's actually diving low right at that outside knee. And right there, you know, that could very easily be an injury. Alabama fortunate that it didn't work out that way. But a big run, big play for A&M and down into scoring territory. Again, with all four taking an outside approach on their side, just kind of opens it up right in the middle. Follow that lead block, you get it, and a big play. Here's the touchdown play for A&M, where you're going to kind of stack those tight ends and then follow each other into the end zone, split it out there at the goal line, and you get a guy pretty much uncovered. So there are the two tight ends. One's in front, running the corner, and then your H-back followed him, and he's got the end break, gets to the middle of the field, and it's wide open in the middle of the end zone. So Alabama comes back. This looks like RPO to me with two backs here, one to the left and one stacked. And it looks like run blocking. I'm sure that it is. And if you look at the mesh point, Tua has his eyes now on the play side linebacker. It's either there or next level, but I think it's first level to that linebacker. When he stepped up, that's what's going to tell him to pull this and throw it. So linebacker came up, obviously. He's going to pull it. Now his read would be, you know, where is he? Does the linebacker drop in the throwing lane of this slant? It's going to come in here. I think what he sees is just sees he's too far up. And then without any hesitation, as soon as the running back clears there in the middle of the field, as you can see, ball's already coming out. Again, timing and anticipation is something that Tagovailoa does as well as anybody you'll see in college football.
Same story as last year with this kid. Efficiency, timing and anticipation. The ball comes out on time.
Here's that little rollout bootleg touchdown run for Tagovailoa, and Alabama is going to not block that defensive end play side and get everybody out in front. Left guard's going to pull around and kind of lead it to the outside while they take the left tackle, and he slams down inside on the first guy inside, which turns out to be that defensive tackle right there. So on the snap, the tackle's down on D-tackle. Guard's pulling out of here, but as you can see, he's not even looking at defensive end. They're going to unblock him. The fake kind of takes care of the unblocked end because he's going to be occupied by the back. And now you have one and the pulling guard two to lead out in front of a really nicely designed play and just walk in. Here's a big play, 4-3 look for Texas A&M. Alabama with tight end and H-back to the left and two receivers right. And on the snap, linebacker's going to fly in here, and it really cleans up the read for the quarterback, makes it obvious what to do. So play fake, linebacker's coming, and the safety inside turned and ran with the number 2 receiver. So in the quarterback's eyes right now, nothing but space. So what he's got to do is make this really touchy, accurate little throw where his tight end does not have to turn around or stop because he's got a defender trailing right here. If he hits him in stride, he doesn't have to slow down and can outrun them to the sideline. That's an example where if it's a sketchy throw, it makes him stop or jump, 42 is going to chase your tight end down, but because you hit him in dead stride, he doesn't have to break stride, so he can outrun him to the sideline. You get a big play. And here's that touchdown to the H-back tight end off the fake little toss. Gets him uncovered, open behind the defense. He makes a backside safety miss, and he's in the end zone. So you go back and look at a couple things that happened. Even though the ball is on the left hash, defensively, A&M is going to even this thing up and put their single high safety right back here in the middle of the field. So before the snap, the strong safety is going to walk down. And the reason he's a strong safety here, tight end and back, they are identifying this as the strong side of the formation. So he's going to walk down and go after that toss sweep. So if you look, it's kind of like a man-free look here. Even though there's a lot of cushion on the backside, far side, it's like free safety in the middle, but these other 3 are playing man. That means somebody's got him in man-to-man and somebody's got him. And in this case, when you give a little toss sweep fake, watch what happens to linebacker and safety on the play side. Neither are looking at the H-back tight end. They both have stepped up to take back. So somebody's getting sold by the run fake and losing their responsibility in man-to-man in the pass game. Then you've got that single high safety, and it's a matter of can he make a solo tackle. In this case, he can't. Touchdown. See it from behind. Again, release coming here by H-back, a little toss fake. Even though the fake is over, it's still sold because he's upfield and he's at the back. Both taking back. Somebody busts in their man-to-man responsibility, and you get a big play. Third down play, they're going to hit Damian Harris out of the backfield. They get man-to-man into the boundary, and they leave him alone because they brought 2 linebackers. A good read by the quarterback. Maybe an even better run by Harris, break the first tackle, turn it into an explosive play. So on 3rd and 7 for this play, they put 2 safeties back there, but what you're going to see is you kind of get a matchup on the tight end and a matchup on the receiver. They're going to run with him, and that's what quarterback is reading right here. The reason he's reading it that way is you basically have a 4-man front. 2 linemen with their hands down, 2 stand-up ends, but both of the linebackers in the game on this nickel package 3rd and 7 are walked up over the center. So because of what the call is, Tagovailoa already knows my back is releasing here. And if they indeed run, if either of these guys run out, I got a free throw and free yards. And right on the snap, you can see where his eyes are. He's reading the 2 defenders on this side of the field. They both turn and run with the receivers in front of them. Now, if they were to come up, if one or the other comes up, he's going to put his foot in the ground and throw this slant to one or the other. So it's 3-on-2 for the offense, and you can't cover it that way. And then a good throw, again, doesn't make him work for the catch, and so he's able to comfortably break the tackle. Goal line play with a lot going on. Going to mesh the tight end in the back on opposite sides on the route. And kind of escape, throw it before the linebacker gets there, touchdown. And a couple things that are impressive about this to me for the quarterback. And one is you get a bust in protection. You know, right guard is helping on the center here, but obviously with his eyes back to the outside, because it should be if he may have to pick someone up. When a linebacker comes off the edge to the quarterback's right, that means the tackle comes off of the defensive end, and now he's supposed to turn, but he can't get there. So your quarterback has already felt, even though his eyes are downfield, he's already felt, I got to drift. I got to slide to get away from what is an overload here on my tackle. So he begins to do that. Now, eyes still upfield with a linebacker sprinting to hit him, and he knows it. But he's already made his mind up where the ball is going to go. He hasn't stopped reading completely what's happening here. That's what's impressive to me. And if you look, he's got his foot on the 15 and the ball has come out. And the spot he's throwing the ball to is the left leg of the A in the end zone, while his target is still on the bottom leg of the L. So you see where his target is and where he's got to go to catch the football. Again, timing and anticipation leads him perfectly. Touchdown. And here's the interception play at the end of the second quarter. Watch the defensive ends squeeze the pocket on the pass rush. So a couple things are happening. It's one thing to get that outside deep rush and try to work your way back. These guys are pushing and squeezing that pocket really tight for him, a narrow window to step up for the quarterback, while he's supposed to be reading everything down the field to his left, while he's also got a little bit of penetration there. He's got to deal with this pocket first before he can get his eyes downfield. Then, again, because of a squeezed pocket, he's drifting to his right. You see, he's trying to get his eyes back to the left side of the field because that's where the open receivers are, and I'll show you that. But he can't, again, because of pass rush and because of the way he's got to move in a pocket. And at the last minute, he says, well, I'll try the post upfield in the middle, and that's where the throw gets picked off. So if you look at a wider version, on the route, what is happening, he wants to read the wide side of the field based on the coverage. They've got everybody deep here on this third down situation. So they're going to skinny post this thing across the middle of the field. I'll redraw that. So it's like this. The third receiver inside is up and running that deep corner, and you've got an underneath here on the slant. And if you are standing on the hash in a clean pocket, you can stand there and read that underneath and the over the top that leaves your corner wide open. Safety runs with the post. Underneath is going to flow down to the back, and it leaves this window where you could hit a big play. The problem is he has stepped up with a pocket that squeezed on him. He's moving to his right. He's got a guy here. He cannot stop and read back to the other side of the field. His only shot would be try to hit this post, and he goes for it, and DB makes an outstanding play on the football.
All right, hope you enjoyed that film study of Alabama, A&M. You just kind of see how good Alabama is. And look, I think even though the score is inflated, A&M's a better team this year. They look like it to me anyway. And we'll see, certainly, the full sample size going forward. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, let me know about it. Let me know your thoughts, questions, opinions, otherwise. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. I am Radio Wyatt on both those. And also, thanks to Renaissance Bank for sponsoring these videos. You guys ought to go over there, hit them up at renaissancennation.com. Check them out. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.